Hey YouTube, here's Heiko. Today the first parts of my accessories that I ordered for my new camera are arriving, and I figured why not just do an unboxing video and look at the things. So the first thing that arrived is my new tripod. So let me turn you around and then we're gonna take a look at it together. So there it is. I just peeled it out of the big old Amazon box over there. I haven't even opened it yet, so we're gonna do this together. Let's take a look at it. What does it say here? It says on there, Utilin tripod for camera 76, and then Anasonic Pentax travel work new, made in China. So you know, back in the days, made in China was kind of like a expression of cheapness. Yeah, that's definitely not the case anymore. I mean, I'm still not a big fan of communist China. So here's a tripod, comes in this little travel bag. Let's see if I can one-handed open this up. Oh, already all dog hair all over it. Has to do with those two vicious animals. One vicious animal is about to bark at me. Toby, what do you want? All right, let's see. Of course, all in plastic. Triple wrapped up, and some Chinese instructions, and looks like some hardware and some straps. I probably should look at that. So I guess, oh yeah, okay. Here, let me try to place you on my old tripod. How about that? Alright guys, here it is, the already pretty tall tripod. So this is somewhere around 5 feet in the non-fully extended position. The legs are all extended, but the top here has two knurled knobs, and each releases another piece that can be pulled out. This one, and then this one. Oops. Loose. Oh yeah, here we go. And this middle part can be pulled out, and then you take one of the three legs and turn this whole thing into a monopod if you are into wildlife photography, hiking with your camera, that kind of thing. I picked this one because it was the best value equation, price versus what you get for it. Has a quick change plate up top that is actually relatively easy to take on and off. So you just, it's like a dovetail fitting. Put it on there, tighten this knob, and it's good to go. And this quick change plate just gets mounted right on the camera at the bottom. A little bubble level here. Yeah, overall, you know, this ball gimbal allows you to move your camera in different angles, and I'm assuming that one of those knobs here tightens, and oh yeah, this big one here right on the side. So you loosen that up, put the camera where you want it, and then tighten it back up. Also has a degree graduation, so you can move it around very precisely. There's another little knob over here that kind of loosens and tightens that up. 76 inches total. That's going to be enough to put it in the garage and you know, look at the roof of a vehicle. Probably have to get a step stool when I want to do that. Here at the bottom is a little hook where you can hang some ballast weight on it. So if you're filming outside and it's really windy, that you know, it doesn't tip over. Carry case. I don't know exactly what this long, maybe this bolt is used with other camera equipment. Then there is a wrist strap that you probably can use for this monopod operation. The manual is completely in Chinese, but they have lots of pictures. I think this whole thing was $55. They were more expensive ones that go to 80 inches. So I lost like 3 inches or 4 inches over the competition. Overall, they all look pretty similar. Yeah, therefore I just picked the one that gets tall enough and costs the least amount of money. We'll see if I get a second quick change plate somewhere. So I don't know, to be able to mount my cell phone on here as well. And yeah, so that's it. First piece. Brand name is, what did I say? Let's turn it. Yotilin. And yeah, if you use Amazon and someone has 500-600 reviews, just read through a few, make sure you get what you want and what you need. Quality wise, they are all fairly similar. They look very similar. Different colors and different little features, and some are an inch taller than the other. But this one had, I want to say, almost 1,000 reviews, if I'm not completely mistaken. I looked at so many, it's crazy. So anyways, that's the first piece. Now we really have to work on the audio. I just realized how terrible the internal microphone is for the recording. But we'll work on that. Alright guys, working on my equipment, outfitting myself with the gear that we need to go work in the garage again. Here's the second piece to the puzzle. We just looked at the tripod. Now I went to the mailbox and got the Movo VXR3000 personal stereo microphone. So this is a omnidirectional microphone. Comes in this cute little case, which after I install this microphone is probably not gonna be used ever. This is a microphone, pretty small, but yeah, I read some mixed reviews. We'll see. I mean, it's $24. So if it doesn't work, then we're gonna go with a shotgun microphone, which is more directional. I want this because I end up in front of the camera, sometimes behind the camera, and we'll see how that works out. Then in this little case here, a couple little pouches. What's in here? Some foam covers for each side, and then a desiccant package, which says, if I can get it out, throw away, do not eat. Okay. Then there's another pouch, and this one has a zipper. Does not make any sense, but I guess they wanted to make it more fancy. And lots of things. So there are 2 cords. Difference is that one cord has a 3.5 millimeter plug on the end that has 4 connectors, whereas all the other ones only have 3. And I see there is a little tag on it. This says microphone, and the other one smartphone. So I'm assuming this is when you use it with a cell phone, because a cell phone has headphone and microphone connections all in one 3.5 millimeter plug. And this one here is then, I'm assuming, the one for a DSLR camera that doesn't have any headphone jack, or doesn't have the headphone functionality. So this is the one we're going to be using. And then in here, oh, that's the dead cat, the wind protector for the microphone. Can we get this out? All made by Movo. They are not quite as famous, well known as the Rode microphones, but I think they are an up and coming competitor. Is this one whole thing? Oh, yeah, I guess this one dead cat goes over this whole thing. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Yep. So yeah, complete package, some foam covers. I might put the foam covers on there. I don't know if it's gonna dampen some of the garage noises. Oh, they're all crushed already. I'm assuming I just leave them out. Like a memory foam mattress, it has to expand a little bit. They're completely crushed down. I don't know. So anyways, Microphone Movo Photo Incorporated. Transducer electric condenser. Polar pattern is omnidirectional power. Plug-in power from the camera. Frequency range 35 Hz to 20 kilohertz. Signal noise 80 dB. Sensitivity -30 plus -3. So I guess now I'm gonna slap this on the camera and I'm gonna switch over to my phone real quick just so I can show you this once it's installed on my DSLR camera. All right. So here's a quick look at the Movo VXR 3000 installed on the camera. So the cable goes from the microphone jack. I fed it through the mount into the microphone. I don't have any of the screens or the dead cat on there. Yeah, fits on there on the hot shoe. The bottom part is flexible, so you're not transferring vibrations from the camera over into the microphone. So that's how that gets mounted. Alright guys, we just put a tripod together, installed a Movo microphone on my camera, plugged it in, and ever since I've been playing around with the audio settings. I'm not sure if I'm going to be happy with this omnidirectional $24 microphone. Currently running it in auto mode with a wind attenuation filter in the camera turned on. I also have those little wind foam covers on the microphone itself. It was picking up all kinds of noises. Here's a computer running next to me that has a couple of fans. I have forced air heating it was picking up on. I'm not happy yet, but we will see. And maybe down in the shop, you know, when I'm more longer distances away from the microphone, it might be different. But yeah, so we have all the gear together now. I have a tall tripod, I have a brand new camera, I have some sort of microphone on there. Now it's really time to get going, stop lingering, stop rambling, and go back down to the garage and start working on some projects. How about that? And you guys join me down there? Now I'm in the topic of batteries. So I wanted to buy an extra battery for my SL3, but the original Canon batteries, they cost about $60, $65, $69, and I'm just not willing to spend that kind of money for a LPE17 battery. Then I looked around in all those Chinese knockoff versions that you can get on Amazon. They all say compatible, blah blah blah, but it starts out with the fact that you have to charge them in their own proprietary chargers. They will not charge in a Canon charger just because the battery doesn't have a specific coating on it that makes this the Canon charger recognize them. Alright, there we go. I just plugged the charger in. Apparently, at least the coating in the battery is good enough to deceive this Canon battery charger. Probably it's going to take a little while until it shows full, and then I will try it out in the camera, and then once that's done, I will give you my final verdict on this Power 2000. I always love the names that they come up with. Power 2000 Professional Digital Battery. It looks like the Canon charger was able to charge up the Power 2000 for Canon. Took a while. I mean, it's supposed to have 1400 milliampere hours. I'm assuming the OEM is only 1030 or something like this. I can't take it out right now because it's in the camera that I'm filming with. But yeah, LPE17 Power 2000. I will check it out in the camera and see if it actually gives me some battery status indications. So I was looking for a working alternative to overpriced Canon batteries, and as we're looking at my Canon EOS SL3 screen. Next to the in the upper left hand corner, 8 hours 10 minutes and 8 seconds, you can see the battery symbol, and I've run down the battery a little bit so that we can see that there's actually a remaining battery status indication with the Power 2000 battery. So as I was looking for a cheaper alternative to the very overpriced Canon batteries and all those Chinese made batteries on Amazon, they all promise, oh, decoded, but only partly decoded. And then if you read most of the reviews, people tell you that battery is not decoded at all, doesn't work in the Canon battery charger, and doesn't give you a battery status indication. With this Power 2000 battery that we already looked at, I am getting a battery status indication, and it charges in the original Canon charger. It also says that it has two fuses. I think one is for overcharging protection and one is for temperature. So I am pretty happy. I mean, this battery is half the price of a original Canon, has more milliampere hours. All right, guys, so let's conclude this little exploration of my camera accessories. So the Yotilin 76-inch tall tripod, I have no complaints. Seems to be sturdy, seems to be pretty good quality. All the quick release leg extension mechanism seems to be strong. The quick release camera mount up top is good. Yeah, I have no complaints. So I'll put a link in the description down below. Then we looked at the Movo VXR3000 microphone, actually using it right now. Initially, when I started using it, or let's say testing it in the garage, I set up my camera and then I just pretended to work on something and just talk to the camera. And I guess I made the mistake and listened to the recording on my camera, and the camera speaker is really horrible. So it sounded like it was completely distorted and horrible sound quality. But once I put the footage on my computer and then actually listened to it in my editing software, sound quality is just fine. So I'm still a little torn. I have some wireless microphones on order that I want to try out. Nice thing about Amazon is really, you know, the easy return. So I'm not sure. I guess a lavalier or lapel microphone would make sure that I always have the same distance to the microphone. I can find the sweet spot in my camera adjustments, the manual audio recording, and then set it and forget it and just use it that way. With the lavalier, the omnidirectional Movo microphone on top of the camera, it really depends on what the environment is. If I have a garage door open, is it windy? Is there any, what's the distance to the microphone? So I'm not 100% sure what I will end up using permanently. Maybe I keep both, and then depending on situation. But yeah, so it's really not that bad. Once I figured out how to set the gain, not on the microphone but in the camera, in my manual audio recording settings, the audio quality comes out just fine. You will see this in this video. And then the last thing we looked at was, let me grab the package real quick. Sorry guys. The Power 2000, a digital battery, LPE17, 1400 milliampere hours, $29 off of eBay. I guess $34 off of B&H if you want to order it through them and support their business. This is, as far as I know, the only aftermarket camera battery for Canon that's actually fully decoded. You're gonna see a proper battery life status indicator in your recording screen, and it also works with a Canon battery charger. That's all I was looking for, and I found it, and that's from now on going to be the go-to battery that I will purchase if I need one. Not sure how long it will last, but you know, my Canon camera, even though it's a Japanese company, was made in Taiwan, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Canon OEM battery is also made in China somewhere in a factory. But so yeah, tripod good, microphone not decided yet, and the Power 2000 battery, thumbs up. Alright guys, that's my little overview over the new accessories. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and give me some motivation to make some more videos. You guys take care. Bye.